Yes, good afternoon. Well, I'm not sure what time you have. Anyway, I'm going to talk about one of the tetradecagonal patterns. And the construction was done in Geometer Sketchpad. You can do it in GeoGebra, or you can do it also by hand. If you want, you can also use this for this any other vector graphics software like CorelDRAW, AutoCAD, and so on. So let's go and let's talk about the pattern that we have on the screen. This is the pattern for Fatepo. Okay, for from Fatehpur Sikri, and the recording is not yesterday, it is today, so I will change it. I have quite a few photos of this pattern, and none of these photos is, let's say, good quality. I have never been there, so I don't have my photos. But what is really wrong? The pattern itself has a lot of bugs, has a lot of problems, and we'll have to fix them. We'll have to change them just to get something decent. This drawing here, this is not a drawing, this is really a photo. It is practically the same like this one, but here you are getting an extra decoration. Here there's no extra decoration, so the empty central part is here. What else is here interesting? First of all, you see there is really a problem in getting proper angles. So if I choose a segment tool, I can say, okay, fine. In this pattern, this line is horizontal. But what about this one? It's not really horizontal. Here, it is even worse, okay? And this one is even worse. So getting proper angles is not easy for this pattern. Here you can see these segments are on the same line, so that is fine. Okay, so we will have to just deal with these problems in our reconstruction. Now, what I really wish to point out, the pattern starts from the corner of the rectangle. We still don't have the rectangle, we'll have to make it, but the pattern starts from the corner of the rectangle and is going to the midpoint on the edge of the trapezium. If you don't trust me, okay, you can always transform, okay, and you see that that is a trapezium like this, okay? So this is what we're expecting to have here. Then here we have something like a square. From this pattern here you can expect that this will be a square. Here you will be expecting a square. In fact, this pattern is much better than this one. So what else we can say? So we have 2 points that we have to remember. Straight line going from the midpoint to the midpoint and passing through. And then this line or the segment from the corner to the midpoint of this edge. So this is what we can read from the pattern. We can talk about 2 tessellations. One tessellation, that is the red one here. So a square in the middle, pentagon, a kind of pentagon. This is not really a regular pentagon, but this is a pentagon. I expect that many edges will be the same length and will make them the same length. So the same length will be, okay, these three lengths, three will be the same length. I don't know about this one. We have to just check it. Okay, so the red tessellation is just one thing. You can also go with this pattern through the blue tessellation. And the blue tessellation can be also successful like the red one, but I prefer the red one because it is giving me more chances to get something decent. So this is what we have, and let's start drawing it. So on the next page I started drawing it, okay? So let's remove this point. So what I have here, I have a segment. You can have bigger segment, smaller segment. It is really up to you. Two perpendicular lines to it at the ends, okay? And then you can start rotating. I wish to divide this angle into 7 parts. So transform, rotate. This is 90 degrees divided by 7. You can put calculations here in this box. So if you don't remember what will be the angle, this is just this. Now transform, rotate again, then transform, rotate again, transform, rotate again, and then transform, rotate again, and finally rotate again. So what we did, we divided this right angle into how many? 7 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And these lines here are giving us a lot of opportunities, but if we go back, we see that our rectangle is not very big and is closer to square than to the thing like this. So if we stop here, then we will have very big rectangle. We have to stop here. Okay, so I take this point and construct perpendicular line. Okay, I need line thin and then color black. Okay, so that is this. And then what I can do, I can rotate again one of these lines, for example this one, the same way. So transform, rotate. Sketchpad remembers what is happening here. So that's the one here. The next rotation will give me this line, so I will take it like this, and then rotate, and then rotate it this. Okay, so I got a lot of lines. Now it is time to make the edge of the pattern more visible. We will need to remove all these lines, but now I don't bother much about them. Okay, so I have large thing, and now what I can do, I need a midpoint. Midpoint on this edge. Why midpoint? Because you see, that's the midpoint. This is the midpoint that will be here. So I have to just make a rectangle. Okay, so let's go to my tools. I created once a midpoint tool. Okay, that's a midpoint. There is also in the constructions a midpoint, but midpoint works for segment only. And so if I have a segment, I can construct a midpoint. But here I don't have a midpoint. I cannot make a midpoint, so you need a special tool to make it. Okay, now if I have to put here a square, and the square will be like this, so I have to take this point, rotate, transform, rotate, how much? 45 degrees. Okay, so I have to make a 45 degrees, and if I get it, I go to this point, and line of course thin, I don't want to have fat lines here, and now I can start drawing just a segment like this, but this segment make medium and make it color red because this will be our tessellation. Then another one, then another one, and then another one. Okay, so we got precisely what we wanted. We got a square, and this square will be between the two big stars. So edit, action buttons, and hide and show. I need a button for these things. I could hide them without this, but I just want to have them for the future use if I will have to go back. Now, if I go here, again, thin line. If I go here, again, thin line. Okay, so I can make my tetradecagon, display line style medium, then is the next one. Okay, and then here and here, and now I need to put a segment here. So the best thing is just double click on this line. This makes this line a reflection line. Transform, reflect. Okay, here you're doing the same. So take this segment, transform, reflect. And now what else we can do? We can draw a segment this way. We can draw a segment this way. And then we got precisely the tessellation that we wanted to have. So we have a square, we have a pentagon, and in this pentagon you see these three edges have the same length. How to check it? You can measure it, or you can just take a circle and see if you are getting a circle through these 2 points, and center is here. So it looks that this segment, and of course this one also, you can check it, are the same length. Okay, I will remove the circle. Okay, and now this. And now what else I can say? This segment is unfortunately longer than these two. And also you can try, you see, so it is the same like this one. Okay, Control Z. But if you just make a circle like this, you see this segment is much longer. So what we got, our conclusion is here. We got here a pentagon. It is not regular pentagon, but you cannot expect regular pentagon in tetradecagonal geometry, no way. But at least we have nice square. Okay. Now let's take next page, document options, add, duplicate page 3. Okay, And okay, let's keep it like this. And now let's go to our hints. First hint, you remember what was the hint? The hint was saying that these 2 points construct a line through these points. Okay, so this was thin and also color black. So this was the hint that I was mentioning. Where it is, look, this is the one. Midpoint on this edge, midpoint on this edge, and line passing through them. Okay, so that's the line that will be the key to everything. Now, I don't want to have lines from this rosette because they will not help me much. So I will just remove them. Display, hide these lines. Okay, and this is our helper line. Let's make it even color blue so it will be not messing up our work. And now what I will do. Look, we are ready to make this star. How to make it? Just go to this point and then just go to this point. If we go this way, then we can start creating our star. Line style medium, and it will be blue. Yes, and then it is this one. Okay, and then where we are, okay, this is the line that we have here, and that is the line that is going here, and then there is line from here. No, that's wrong. Okay, Control Z, and this is the line from here, and okay, I just okay, too far. Okay, so this is this. Yes, okay. So okay, this is correct, and that is correct. And then from the midpoint, we are going this way, and then we are going this way. And then what we have here, we should have a star finished here. So we have to just go this way and this way. Okay, so our star is ready. And if you have this star, you can do whatever you wish with this. But the first thing, copy the star on the other side. Okay, so how to make a copy of the star? That's a typical trick. Okay, I don't really. Okay, I don't need these points. I need only the segments because points are for getting decorations. So double click on the midpoint and then transform, rotate how much? 180 degrees. Okay, so now on this segment I need midpoints, so construct midpoints just in case. Okay, so star is here, star is here. Now I can remove the circles, edit action buttons, hide and show. So hide the circles. We are absolutely fine with this. And then we can try to fix this what we have here, this square. How to fix the square? You can try just following this line style thin. Okay, and then you can also make a line like this. Simply we want to extend these segments. And now what I do, I just take these 2 points. This is the midpoint, and I will rotate, transform, rotate. How much? Not 180, but just 90. Okay. And then rotate 90 again. Yes, okay. And then transform, rotate. Yes. Okay. We have so many lines, so we'll have to remove some of them, but let's try to make first the pattern inside of the square. Display align style medium, and then we are going this way, and then to this point, here like this, here like this, and then like this. Okay, we got a square. It looks absolutely fine. Okay, so next page. Document options, add, duplicate. This is the page 8. Okay, and now what we can do. You remember our next hint was like this. First, take this point, construct a midpoint, then make a line, make it thin. Okay. Then, of course, you have to just make reflection here. Transform, reflect. So we have 2 lines going from this thing. Then I need to get a line passing from here. I know that there are too many lines, so I have to just clean this part a bit. So display hide this, not this one, not okay. This one keep, and this hide this line. Okay, so what we got, we can just try to make a pattern for the pentagon. Line style, medium, and then like this, then like this. Okay, I really don't like this. Okay, because I need intersection of this line and this line, construct intersection, and now I can be sure that I have proper points, and then this is this. Okay, and you remember there was a line that I had here. Okay, I said this is the mirror line. Make it thin because, okay, later we'll make it thin. Now what I have to do, I have to just finish my star. Okay, after finishing the star, oh no, it is not finished, but it is almost. So I said this is the mirror line. So let's take these segments like this and double click on this point, transform, reflect, and now I have nice star like this. Now what I do, I just take these segments. Okay, I really don't need these points. Okay, so I will not copy them, and I have to copy it here. So double click, transform, rotate. How much? 180 degrees. Okay, so the star is ready. Let's move to the next page. Add, duplicate, page 9, and then I need to finish the trapeziums. And the trapeziums, this is something that will make me happy. So hide this line because it is really disturbing. Now, for the trapezium, I need a line passing here, and then I have to make a reflection and reflect this thing. Okay, so I am ready to finish the trapezium. Look, first is this segment, display line style medium, and then finishing this petal. And again, if we take these segments only, double click on the midpoint, transform, rotate 180 degrees. That's perfectly fine. And I have my trapezium on the other side. So File, Document Options, Add, Duplicate, page 10. Okay, now I have so many lines. So go to the toolbox, choose the line tool, edit, select all lines, edit, action button, hide and show. So hide all these lines. We got the pattern, and we got the pattern quite nicely. So in the next step, we have to remove the tessellation. So document options, add, duplicate, page 11. And now what I do, I just select all these segments, edit, action button, hide and show. So hide them. Okay. And then I can again say edit, select all points, display, hide points. I don't need them. So this is my pattern. And now I can make out of this something bigger. So document options, add, duplicate, page 12. Okay. And then double click on this edge, select everything just like this, transform, reflect, hide this segment. Now move everything down because I will need a space. Create a point here, go to the scaling tool, make it smaller, and now select everything, but you can unselect these things and transform, reflect. Okay, that's okay. I got what I wanted. Display, hide segments. Now out of this you can make a bigger pattern and you can add colors to it. So let's go to my work that I did before starting this class. So I got a thing like this. This is the pattern that I created with colors. You can make it even bigger like this. And it looks quite nice, although we know for sure that not all petals are symmetric. This one is symmetric, this one looks symmetric, but this one doesn't look symmetric because here this is this angle. But this is the feature of this pattern. You see, these petals are not symmetric. The same you see here. Yes, okay, this is what I wanted to show you regarding the pattern from Fatehpur Sikri. And looking at this video, you can reconstruct it and you can even make it more colorful. So thank you for watching if you were watching, and then I will stop my recording and see you another time.